Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. We have, of course, an AEW Collision review. This is May the 8th review of Collision. And of course, started off with Toni Storm giving a promo. A great promo just saying, hey, I'm ready for any challengers. She kind of did it in a double entendre type of way. She kind of like, when she was saying it kind of sounded like she was talking about intercourse, but she was talking about wrestling. She said when I first did it, it was sweaty and it was painful, but I wanted more. And she's like, I did it once a month. I did it, that's her doing it once a week. And that's her doing it every day. And she started sometimes 2 times a day as well, like that. And then she said she started doing 2 people and 3 people, but she's talking about the matches though. It's kind of, the way she was saying it kind of sounded crazy, of course. I think, Toni Storm always does something, the analogies and the double entendre and stuff, but a crazy promo for her to start the show off. Like that, and saying, hey, I'm ready for any challenge. I'm a nicotine company. I want all the smoke. I'm ready for anybody. She said she don't care if it's Jamie Hayter, kissing her forearm and going out there and like that, clotheslining people. She just don't care if it's the CEO either. She said she went for any challenge. Any challenge that's going to happen and come her way, she's ready for it. And they're all in. We're going to see, double or nothing. We're going to see who she's going to face. Whether it be Jamie Hayter or Mercedes Moné. We'll see who win that match and become the Owen Hart Cup winner and go to All In to fight Toni Storm for the World Championship in a big time match. So we'll see what happened with that. We also seen Ricochet do something very despicable. Zach Gowen he got his ass whooped a lot, in wrestling. We've seen the Brock Lesnar one was probably the worst one. The John Cena one was bad too, but the Brock Lesnar one, you fighting Brock Lesnar and stuff, he getting beat up and stuff. I think that was a storyline. He was like, what was he like back? There was something happened like the backstage. Something happened to him. I think he got tricked or something. He had to fight Brock Lesnar. I don't know, there's something to do with Sable and stuff. There was a lot of stuff that was going on with that. But I remember he fought Brock Lesnar and he got messed up a little bit in that match. But you see Zach Gowen, of course, being from Detroit, he was in the crowd. Ricochet making fun of him, beating the security up. He tried to go and help the security, and Ricochet kicked him in the leg and kicked his leg off. So he pulled his prosthetic leg off and left with it. And we seen later that night, they showed a replay of what happened and stuff, and then they said Zach Gowen has asked for a match versus Ricochet next week for the Beach Break show, which is going to have Moxley and Samoa Joe going at it. They're going to be a crazy match in the steel cage, of course, for the World Championship in the main event. So we'll see everything that happens with that. But that's going to be crazy to see what happened with Zach Gowen stepping in the ring. He hadn't been in the ring. I don't know when the last time he was in the ring, but I know that WWE stuff, that was like early 2000s. That was like 2005 and 6 and 7 ish around that. Like when little kids watching it. That like a while ago. So I don't know how he's going to look. I haven't seen him wrestling since then, those times. So I don't know if he's been wrestling. Maybe he's been wrestling in the independent scene or something, but I haven't seen him wrestle in a while. So I'm going to see how things go with this match. But it should be very interesting to see what happens in that matchup. We also seen the Don Callis family pick up 2 wins, of course, tonight. Cal Fletcher, Kalista Takesha, like that, and all the different, I think Kalista Takesha and Josh Alexander got their wins, of course. I think they're supposed to face Will Ospreay and Adam Page next week. And then you got Cal Fletcher. It was Rapunga, I can't ever say the name. Rapungi Vice. Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. Like that, I was gonna say that. Beretta and Romero. I think you got both of them on the team. And Kanuska Takesha as well. Lance Archer, they won their match as well too. So Don Callis family kind of like getting everything going, momentum going and stuff heading into this week. And then you look at, of course, the Gates of Agony. They ready for a battle against Brian Keith and Big Bill. They threw, I forgot which one is which, like that. But grab them, knock them to the table and stuff as well. It's good to see them showing like more, more the tag teams, stuff like that. Some of the tag teams that are not even involved in the world title, but still like going around there getting opportunity to go in matches and shine as well too. So that's cool to see. We also seen Willow versus Statlander, pretty good match as well. But Marina got involved in the match. She choked Willow out with a chain. She was dressed like Moxley a little bit too as well. She jumped over the barricade, choked Willow with a chain while Willow used to distract the ref. And then Statlander was outside the ring, got knocked out the ring. So she got up and she just got in the ring and they hit her with their Midnight Fever. And then pinned her 1, 2, 3 and got the victory over here, her too as well. We'll see what goes on with their storyline as well, what this lead to. We definitely see a Willow and Marina match, of course. Them battling probably eventually as well. But we also seen Roosh confront Speedball after his match. He already beat up Kevin Knight yesterday before his match against Okada, which kind of hurt him a lot, in that match. He still fought well in that match. The man reversed the Rainmaker by jumping over it. We see people do, I seen people like Kenny Omega do the running knee, the little V trigger to the Rainmaker and hit it and stuff. I seen people like reverse it under and like sweep it under, it turns to something else. The man jumped over jumped over him. His standing vertical is crazy. He jumped over the Rainmaker like that to reverse it. So he was trying. He was doing everything he could, but he already got beat up before the match. So eventually kind of got to him, hit the Rainmaker at the end, and got the victory over him. We'll probably see Kevin Knight get his hands on Roos probably in this coming weeks, maybe next week on the Beach Break show. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen with that, but he did confront Mike Bailey as well. We could see a match with Roos used to have a group at first a little bit, but I don't know if that group's still with him like that. But we'll see who he gets on his side. Could be a tag team match, and then we seen, of course, in the main event, we seen Dax. Of course, like I mentioned yesterday, I said Dax would probably be the one that he'll face because Dax is very good in those singles matches. We seen Dax versus Garcia in that match. And it was very good match, like that. Dax got busted open eventually. That hard, like hidden style, strong style. I like FTR like this. When FTR is like just there to win, like they're just there to inflict punishment, kind of like when they first got to AEW, when they pulled up in the truck like that outside. That's when the COVID season. I think at AEW like that, they pulled up in the truck outside, got there, and then went out there. They was there to fight. And then you see them, of course, when they're fighting the Briscoes as well. They was just there to fight. The dog collar match, all those crazy matches they had with them, they was just there to fight. Now they back to that state as well. And he was doing good at first in the match. First he was doing good. Then Garcia got to turn the tides on. He was doing good again, but he messed himself up during the match. When he attacked Nigel McGuinness, and Nigel McGuinness got involved, and the match was basically no contest after that. I think Nigel McGuinness got involved. He got attacked Dax and Cass Wheeler as well. And I don't know what it's going to lead to. It's going to lead to Nigel McGuinness stepping back in the ring to team up with Dan Garcia, or we're going to see a one-on-one match between Dax and Nigel McGuinness or something. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen, we're going to lead to, but it should be very interesting to see. Usually Nigel McGuinness is on the side of being evil, but this time he's on the side of I don't think he's trying to be good. He just I'm just defending myself because they keep trying me on the sideline like that. So he went out there and laid his hands on Dax and Cash and got some revenge. So yeah, we'll see what goes on in these upcoming weeks. The Beach Break show for Dynamite should be very good. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, especially that main event match with Jon Moxley and Samoa Joe. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe for more content. Let me know down below what you guys think about the show and everything. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.